Hey, what's going on everybody? I hope you're doing well, and this is the second video dedicated to tasks. So let's don't waste time and get started. As previously, all links can be found in the description and on the screen. Now let's move to the set of tasks 2. Look what do we got here. Today I'm going to do with you task number 2 and 5, so let's dive into them. First of all, task number 2. Write a program that takes user information such as age and cash balance and checks whether the person is eligible to purchase a PC game and prints the result. The criteria are age and cash. You can use your own game or implement the one proposed below. The Witcher 3, age 60 plus and price $49.99. And we've got an example output here, as you see. So there's some interaction with the user, and generally all logic is based on if statements. So let's start. First of all, I'm gonna copy the description of task number 2 and paste it into my Java file as a comment. Okay, and now what's next? Maybe let's initialize the game as our input data. So string title, and here you've got the Witcher 3. Okay, next one, integer age requirements, age rec and 16, and the last one is float price. And this is our price. Okay, now we need to take information from the user, like age and cash balance. So definitely we need the scanner class to gather the data into variables. So let's prepare the scanner class. Scanner import. Okay. New scanner and system input. Okay, and what else? It's good to add some interaction with the user as well. Okay, so let's maybe some cout and welcome to my shop. Okay. What else? I've got the perfect game for you, for instance, and the title. Okay, and title here. Awesome. And now let's ask about an age. So cout, please tell me how old are you? Okay, and create a variable for that, int age, and let's use the scanner. Next line. Okay, and maybe let's convert it to integer, right? So we need integer, parse integer, okay, and close in the brackets. Okay, so we've got the age and the same for cash balance. So cout, and let's say, okay, and your balance, okay, and your balance. Here we've got the float, cash, and the same situation, so float, parse float, and here we've got scanner, next line. Okay, and what else? Okay, let's add maybe some simulation that like something like in that case. Okay, now the logic. Let's wonder. We've got 4 possible cases. I put it here maybe. So the first one when the age and cache are alright. So age is okay, and cache also. Okay, the second when the age is okay, but cache not. The third when the age is not, but cache is. And the last one when both are not. Okay, so to implement this, we can use if statement like this. So first of all, if age is greater or equal age requirements, and the same time, so AND operator, cache is greater or equal price. So in that case, we can print it out something like this. You can buy it. Okay, let's say title. It's yours. Have fun. Okay. The second else if, and here we've got age is okay, but price not. So I copy this. So age is okay, but cache is not. So in that case, we can print I'm sorry, your age is okay, but you don't have enough money. Okay, the next one, else if, okay, when the age is not okay and cache is, I'm sorry, you have cache, but you're too young. Okay, and the last one, else. Sorry, you don't have cache and you're too young. Okay, everything seems alright, so let's check this out. I run it and let's check the first condition when age and cache are okay. So let's say age like this and balance 90. Okay, so you can buy it. Sure, I can. And the second condition when age is okay but cache not. So again, and cache it's on like this. So your age is okay but you don't have enough money. That's true. The third condition, the age is not okay, like 6, and the balance is something like this. So that's you have cache but you're too young. That's true also. And the last one, when you're too young and you don't have money. Sorry, you don't have cache and you're too young. And that's true. Okay, the task seems to be solved, but a good practice is to take a moment and look again at our code. How do you think? Is there something that could be improved? Sure it is. Look at our conditions. In the first if or here, we checked if both age condition and price condition are true. So if it were false somewhere here, like here or here, then we don't have to check again later if something is false, because the first if has checked already if it's true. So if it wouldn't be true, then it has to be false, right? That's why we can shorten the second and third condition as follow. You can remove this one and remove this one. So in that case, we ask only about the truth, okay? So let's check this again. The first condition, both true. Okay, I can buy it. Again, the second condition, if age is okay but cache not. Your age is okay but you don't have enough money, so that's true. The next one, when age is not okay but cache is okay. I'm sorry, you have cache but you're too young. That's true. And the last one, when you're too young and you don't have cache, and that's true also. Okay, and I think the task is over now. Okay, now let's move on to the task number 5. It's here. Okay, rewrite task 2 from set of task 1, but this time add a menu with 3 choices. Display records, add patient, exit. Make sure that the medical clinic can dynamically input another patient and print them all. Also implement a simple patient ID generator, like changing an integer for instance. As a challenge, wonder how it can be transformed into a regular table with bounds and aligned. Okay, so in short, we need to improve the task from the previous set about the medical clinic database. We have to add a menu with possible actions, dynamically input a new patient, print all records, and add a new patient ID generator. Furthermore, the exit options should suggest that the program should work until the user chooses that option. Okay, so I'm going to copy this as always and paste it into a new Java file. So let's create this file, t5, okay, public static void main, and into the comment. Okay, perfect. And also I'm going to copy the previous version of the task because we need to make some improvements, right? So I've got it here. So I copy this also and put it over here. Okay, awesome. Okay, we know that the data should be gathered dynamically. So we need to define the scanner object. Let's do this. Scanner, new scanner, and system input. Okay. Next, in that case, we can remove static initialization because data will be inserted by the user while the program is running. So let's remove those initialization, like okay, next step. Let's prepare some sort of header like it's in databases. For instance, let's say string header, and let's say columns separated by pipes. So first of all, we've got a patient ID, cool, and the separator is okay, I think. And what now? Let's consider how can we store all data in the right order and be able to display them properly according to the knowledge that we've gained so far. It can be a hard task at the first glance, but it's relatively simple. Please note that we can store all data in one string and each record will be separated by a new line. And that solves our problem with storing and displaying. Let's do this. Let's prepare string variable and call it let's call it records. Okay, and it's empty string for now. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's take care of storing data into our records variable. Let's do this one by one. But first of all, I remove this system out println because it isn't needed anymore. Okay, and now the first variable, patient ID. But here we have to provide some kind of generator. The easiest way to do this is to increment that variable in that way. Okay. Okay, and we still got the error because we have to initialize first of all here like 0, because program has to know where to start counting, right? So this is necessary. Okay, when we've got this, a good option is to store the result in the temporary variable. So let's create one. Let's say here string tmp record, of course empty. Okay, now to this variable we can append our new patient ID and the separator, of course, right? So let's put it here, tmp record plus equal patient ID plus separator. Okay, so So we've got the first column here, right? Append to TMP record, and in the end we add this TMP record to our records. Okay, so it will be our first record. Okay, and the same story we need to do for all variables, but we are going to do this by scanner. And we should add some interaction with the user, because how could he know what data to enter, right? So it should be as follows. Okay, here may be small explanation, because next line takes the whole line, and when we've got the gender as one character, then we have to use char add method with argument 0 to take the first character, right? So that's why we've got here char add, to take only one character, the first one. Okay, and in the end, to the records, the TMP record should be appended with a new line. Okay, let's do this. Records plus equal TMP record plus a new line. Okay, perfect. So let's print it out. See out first of all header and records. Okay, I run it out. I'm going to input some dummy content to speed up the process. Okay, so let's put something like this. Okay, the result is quite okay, as you see, but the program has stopped. But we have to provide the option to add more than one record, right? So it's not over yet. How can we do this? The answer is to provide a loop. Let's put this code into the while loop, because as you remember, this loop is used when the number of iterations isn't known. And in our case, we don't know how many records will be added or how many times the records will be displayed. So let's apply this loop with a true argument for now. So here we've got the close bracket, and let's say here we provide while with true argument and bracket. Okay, something like this. Okay, now it's good. Okay, let's run this code again. Okay, and again some dummy content. Okay, we've got the first record, and automatically we go to the next record. So let's put the second one. Okay, and here you've got some mistake, as you see, because we should get this record shouldn't start over here, and we've got the duplicated the record number 1. So we've got small mistake. So I stop the program and look at here in our code. Okay, the string TMP record should be always initialized in the beginning as an empty string, because it's always new new record, right? And we append this record to the records. So that should be okay now. Okay, let's run it again. Check this out. Okay, the first one is okay. Next one. Okay, and now it's okay. We've got separation. As you see, the first record is here, the second is here. The generator is work as expected. Okay, we can stop the code. Okay, the adding new record is okay. So let's now provide the menu. So I copy this maybe and put it here on the beginning. And now let's print it out, the menu. Okay, and we've got three options. The first one is display records. The second, add new patient, and the last one is exit. Okay, next step is to create the decision process. Let's say the user inputs number from 1 to 3, and based on that number, the corresponding action will be executed. For instance, if he provides number 1, then the records will be displayed. Quite simple, right? So let's use if statements to do this. But first of all, let's provide maybe here a question. What would you like to do? And here let's grab this this answer. Choose the operation, and let's say byte operation and scanner. Next line. Okay, and here we need byte, parse byte. Okay, let's put it here, maybe the range also. 1 to 3. Okay. And now the decision process. So if operation equals 1, then print the records. So we've got it here below those two lines, and we can put it here. Right, first of all header and the records then. So this is the first one. Next one, else if operation equals 2, then we add new patient, and adding new patient is here, right? So we can copy this and put it here. That's okay. Okay, and now the last option, exit. How can we achieve this? As our program mostly runs in an infinite loop, which is the core of our program over here, right? We've got true. So the easiest way is to interrupt the loop. And we can do this by managing the dedicated variable. So let's provide one. Boolean, of course, is running, and let's say true. Okay. Copy paste here, and now we can manage this variable, and we can set it here in else as a false. Okay, and that's it. When we change to false the loop, the program will stop, and this is what we wanted. Okay, let's run it out and check if everything's worked fine. So you've got the menu. What would you like to do? Display records, add new patient, exit. Let's display. Okay, it's only header because we don't have any records here yet. So let's add something, some dummy content, let's say like here. False. Okay, so let's print it out now. And we've got the record number 1. Okay, we can remove this separation in the end. So in while, so let's add a second record. Okay, and we've got the second record, as you see over here. And the last option that we should check is number 3, which is the exit. So okay, it works also. So let's remove the separation after the smoking, right? Because we've got here the separation, and let's say in the end we don't need this. So here, and now should be okay. So this is the end of that task.